Hey guys, this is Jason with JWClassicVW, and this is Goose, my 1956 Oval Window Ragtop. And what are we doing today? Well, if you've been following me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, well, maybe not Twitter, but Facebook and what's the other one? Instagram. I've been posting photos about what's been going on so far this weekend with the bad brake system. That's right, guys, we're doing the bad brake systems. But first, we are gonna do a little bit of mail. I got some cool stuff, so let's go over to the bench and take a look at that right now. All right, guys, so I ordered a couple parts from Cool Ride Customs. They are out of San Diego, California. And I thought I would go ahead and do a little unboxing with you guys. The box is a little jacked up. Thank you, U.S. Postal Service, for taking care of my stuff. All right. And when I ordered from them, well, you're about to see. This box is crap. All right, we got a set of separate bags in here. Some paper. All right. That's trash. That's trash too. So, let's see. Pretty. Yeah. Ooh. We are making a mess. Especially if you guys are thinking about getting a Caffer bar for your car too. You know, all you crazy drivers out there. Crazy drivers like me. All right. Ooh, pretty. We used up a couple bags on this. Oh yeah. Check this out, guys. This is for the transmission to help with keeping it nice and steady and from bouncing around whenever I get onto it, because the transmission does hop a little bit. I can feel it. So that's pretty freaking rad. Yeah, you see it? That's awesome. Put you there. Oh yeah, it's all the hardware. That's pretty nice. Awesome. Whoa. So nice. They're marked with left-hand thread and right-hand thread. That's cool. Oh, look at that. We got a sticker. Oh, that's going on the board. Oh, and we got another sticker. We got a bunch of stickers for the board. And what is this? Just a cool card. That's a pretty awesome car he's got. All right, guys, I wanted to bring it down real quick and give you a little bit of closer view of everything so you can see. The way that this installs is it's pretty interesting too. It actually goes from the across this one right here, goes across the top to your shock towers, the top of your shock towers, and then off of the back and off the front of these two brackets over here, the back and the front of them, you have these braces here that go to the front of the transmission and towards the back of the transmission. That's pretty freaking cool, man. Yeah, I do like it. So let's go ahead and move over and put some stickers on the board. That way, to the board. Yeah. All right, guys, as you can see, I've already got a Cool Ride Customs up here on the board from before. That must be their old school one. That one is from the remote oil filter, not filter, but oil cooler bracket. We're just gonna put this one right here. Yeah. There. Now we got the updated sticker too. Sweet. And then we got this awesome ride here that actually got their phone number on there too. You guys wanna see that? Yeah, you can call Cool Rides too, right there. Cool Ride Customs. 619-710-4946. Call Kevin. He'll hook you up, man. And tell him that Jason from JWClassicVW sent ya. Yeah. All right. Very cool. Don't forget, guys, if you got a channel sticker, send it this way. Glenn, I'm still waiting on your channel sticker. Yeah, we're missing it, man. Okay, it's pretty cool. I got actually CB Performance reached out to me and said, hey, we saw some of your videos, and they sent me some swag. They sent me well, I ordered some stuff from them first. Of course, I got the brake master cylinder because the kit that I got from AirKewld was not from them directly. It was actually from the Samba, from somebody else that had bought it and didn't want it anymore. So yeah, I got a killer deal on that, but that's not the point. The point is, CB Performance reached out to me because they liked some of the videos that I had done on their well, crap, I did quite a few videos on CB Performance stuff. Check here or here to watch any of those videos. Well, they sent me a whole bunch of stickers. Come on over here, let me show you these stickers real quick. All right, let's, we have to move some of this stuff out of the way because it's just, we're not gonna be doing that right now. Where's my box? Oh, man. Okay, so here is the sticker pack they got me, and here's the cool thing, guys. If you're watching this video and you are enjoying what you're watching, hit me up with a comment below that says like sticker or hey Jay, I want a sticker. And what we're gonna do, let's bring it down a little bit more. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do a drawing for some stickers. I'm not gonna keep all these stickers because I don't need all of them, but maybe some of you guys want some CB Performance stickers. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and give this kit out to you guys. I'm going to keep one of these sticker pack things, which is this one right here because it's just rad. And but I'm gonna go ahead and send this out to somebody else out there, one of my subscribers who comments below. And I'm gonna go ahead and leave that open until I pull all the comments from this video, and then we'll do a drawing. And that'll be pretty awesome. And we'll probably do that live. We'll do a live drawing on whoever's gonna end up with this sticker pack. Very cool. A live drawing. We might just do a drawing on one of my videos. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, it's awesome. For one of you guys. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and comment below, guys, because that's the way you're gonna win this. Yeah, this one right here, this is mine. It's this is very cool. It kind of looks like Goose. We're putting it on the board, but it's more like a California look. Yeah, let's put it on the board. Cool. That thing is awesome, man. That's an awesome sticker. Sweet, guys. CB Performance has gotten on the board. If you guys don't know about CB Performance, then you need to get in the know because they build some of the baddest engine stuff, period. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. Hey guys, if you like what you're watching, do me a favor and don't forget to hit that subscribe and like this, man. Like it over there, like here, there, subscribe, whatever. You guys know what I mean. Now back to the video. All right. Are you done waiting? Have you had enough of me teasing you with the brakes? Is it time to look at the brakes, guys? Let's go ahead and take a look at these AirKewld bad brakes and talk about some of the specifics on exactly what I got with the kit that I got. All right, guys, let's turn around and take a look. All right. Here it is in all its majesty. You can see it actually lift down like the tablecloth here to display this work of art that we have right here. Anytime you've got Willwood awesomeness and these awesome AirKewld brake setup. If you guys don't know anything about the bad brakes and what they are and how they're gonna improve everything for Goose, then let me take you over to the board here and show you what I'm talking about. But first, let's roll a little bit of that awesome brake footage. All right, guys, we are back over at the board taking a look at some of the facts about this brake system and some of the things, the details that you guys are probably curious about and interested in. Now with my kit, it is for the wide 205, sort of 5 by 205, wide 5 type of setup, like more like if you were trying to maintain your stock wheels. And this kit, what came into play for me specifically was the 90 to 100 mile per hour range. Yeah, I'm probably not even getting close to 90, so I'm good right now. And if you want to upgrade later, I have the option to do 4-piston calibers, because right now I'm doing the 2-piston Wilwood calibers, which has a piston on either side of the disc brake. Now, the kit comes with rotors, caliber brackets, calibers, pads, master cylinder, seals, and hardware. Now, like I told you guys before, this price right here is the price that you pay before shipping and tax is added to it. So depending on where you're located, you have to take that into account as well. Now, I didn't pay this, okay? This is definitely not what I paid. I got my kit from a friend who actually got the kit from somebody off the Samba who decided not to install it. So my price was not that. And that was a major factor in deciding which kit I ended up picking. The 2 kits that it came down to that I was looking at was either a kit that was going to future-proof Goose for any future horsepower, which would, you know, no matter what I decided to do, or it was going to be the AirKewld kit. So it was either going to be the AirKewld kit or the Cool Ride Customs kit, because their kit is pretty badass too, and I will link their kit down in the description below, and also the AirKewld Bad Brakes kit in the description below. Okay guys, one of the first things we need to do is bench bleed the master cylinder. So we're gonna go ahead and mount it in the vise, and then I've got some lines here, some extra hard lines that I didn't use, and we're gonna use these to help run our lines from the master cylinder. We got 3 that have to go in here. From here, all in back into the actual fill location to help bleed out the air out of the master cylinder. This is one of the key steps that you have to take to go ahead and get your master cylinder ready for install. If you don't bench bleed your master cylinder before you put it in, you're gonna have a hell of a time getting all the air out of your system. So let's go ahead and get set up for that. And I'm gonna move you guys down a little closer so that you can see a little bit better. I'm using a .3 for this kit as called out for by Wilwood, since that's the manufacturer, which is fine because that's what I got in here anyway, is .3. Let's see how much of a mess we can make doing this. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it all the way up. I suspect we should, that it should take some of the fluid out of here when we go ahead and start pumping this bad boy. That's good. That's good. And I can already see bubbles coming out of the top. Let's see if you guys come over here and take a look at these bubbles. It's crazy. I can actually hear, the bubbles too. We haven't even started doing anything yet. And you see that's just all the brake fluid starting to go down inside the cylinder already. Let's go ahead and actuate it a few times and see what we get. Ooh. Very cool. I don't know how much you really have to do this. Now you want to watch and make sure that your brake fluid doesn't go below your lines, which mine's getting pretty close, so I'm going to go ahead and top it off a little bit more. Yeah, if you, if while you're bleeding it, like as you're actuating it, if you get air, if these don't have brake fluid covering them, you're gonna get air back in the system. You don't want to do that. And that's it. I see the fluid moving, which is good. That is a bench bled master cylinder, guys. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and move over to Goose now and go ahead and start getting that driver's side taken apart so we can go ahead and get things moving. So you guys have seen me do this about a million times, so the majority of this is going to be in time lapse, so enjoy the time lapse. We'll be reusing the dust cap on here, so don't go and get rid of that. And don't lose your clip right here, because like I told you before, it'll go zinging, zing-a-ringing. Let's pull the speedo out for now. Get that kind of out of the way a little bit. We'll be reusing some of this stuff here because I didn't purchase an install kit, which the install kit from AirKewld would come with a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be reusing. The nuts I'll be reusing, and the thrust washer that's in here. So, yes. Clean everything up and get it out of the way. So we'll be reusing all of this. Well, not all of it, but you know, just the stuff that holds it in place, because it's still in decent shape. All right, guys. So I got both the nuts off and the thrust washers right here. To make this easy on you, you just kind of pull on a little bit, and it'll move that thrust washer out, and you can just grab it, clean it up. We won't be keeping any of these bearings. We're replacing the bearings that are in here. These are ball bearings with a roller bearing type of setup, and I will show you guys the difference between the two of those here in 1 minute. So these are the new FAG bearings, and they are roller bearings. And our roller bearing is different. You see it's got big rollers right here, and these rollers inside the cage are a lot stronger and distribute the weight on the axle or the spindle itself a lot better than the ball bearings do. So let's go ahead and show you the difference. Let's get this off of here and take a look. Okay, and so here is a ball bearing, and you can see the difference between the ball bearing and the roller bearing right away between the two of these. Now, ball bearings are fine with the stock application, and you know, if they're a good set, then you're probably good. But the problem is the cage. Is you look at this cage, and that's one of the things you want to inspect whenever you're looking at your bearings, is the actual cage for cracks and wear. And if any of these balls are kind of coming out of here, the inner race is just all kinds of loose and stuff on this. So these bearings are just toast. So the roller bearing is an upgrade, and it's an awesome upgrade that comes with the kit. What you're going to have to do is disconnect the brake line from the inside here. So yes, on the back side here, where it comes into the wheel cylinder in the front, you're going to have to remove this line to get the backing plate off with everything. So what we're going to do is remove the brake line here first, and then we'll go ahead and get this loose and removed, and then we'll make it a lot easier for us. We'll actually make it possible for us to remove the wheel cylinder with the backing plate. Now, I believe this is a 17 mil or 15 mil inside of here. That's a 17 mil, and then this is 11 mil on the other side. But we want to go ahead and get this little retainer clip off of here first, because you're not going to be doing anything with that in the way. And the easiest way I've found to remove that retainer clip is just a pair of baby vice grips up on there, and just pull. Let's get this on here. Oh, the struggle. It's coming out a little bit. Oh, there it goes. Hey! Woohoo! That little bugger. All right. Now we got that clip off there. We gotta get the line undone. So you're gonna want to hold the one side with your 17 mil. Oh, right, there's 17 mil, and then hit the inside with the 11 mil. This is where I'm probably gonna block you guys, but oh well. And then you're just gonna pull this line out of there. Bueno, good stuff. Now that whole line's coming off of there, so we can go ahead and just remove that while we're in here. And it's gonna be going onto our new master cylinder. Let's see if I can get in here. There we go. Cool. You can see right there. Yeah. Good stuff. Let's get the rest of the lines off. I can do that. There she goes. Let that fluid just drain up out of there, right into there. Now the master cylinder is ready to come out. And we do that from the inside, guys. So should we take the master cylinder out first and then get to work on the backing plate? Nah, let's go. Let's get this backing plate off of here. So at this point, the backing plate's pretty straightforward. This lid here. Backing plate is pretty straightforward. You got 3 bolts right here that need to come off. Everything else is going to come off with the backing plate. So let's go ahead and get it off here. That is a 15 millimeter bolt that's holding this thing on here. And then we'll clean off the drop spindle and get it ready for mounting the part from the kit. Yeah, we'll do that after we get that master cylinder out of there, and then we'll get the new master cylinder in place and get the lines all hooked up. I think that maybe having this backing plate out of the way might make things a little bit easier. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this with my foot a couple times and see if I can get this to start shaking loose some. Foot motivator method I recommend that to only professional mechanics. So you want to place your left foot or right foot in a good position up top. Watch out for the spindle, as I told you before. It's pretty sharp. And all you want to do is kind of break it loose. You can also do a little bit of a dance right now if you want to. Get both feet up there. Do a little dance. All right, man, that should be good enough. Breaking it loose. Now you have to wiggle it. There you go. I've seen so many people struggle hardcore with that, and you really don't have to, guys. So I was using this drill yesterday, and when I was using it, it decided that it was gonna go like subatomic on me. So like when you hear it, it goes way above normal. Like that is not as fast as it should be going. I think it's about to fail. Plus it smells like it. You know that electric smell? Ooh, caught me. It's not a day in the garage until you start shedding some blood. Right. Injury. Let me go clean that out real quick, and then we'll get that master cylinder out of there. All right, guys, so inside Goose is pretty straightforward. We just got to move some carpets out of the way. And I'm not sure if it's 13 or 14 mil. These couple bolts right here. I'll take a look and see here in a second. Not 13, it's 14. I figured it was 14 mil. I got a nice 10-inch extension here to help us out with the job. And my 3/8 ratchet. There we go. There's one. It's so nice working on a car that's been recently restored and everything's not all rusty. All rustied up. Yeah, you don't want that little spacer to fall down inside there. Like I was saying, it becomes quite the task to get it up out of there. And then some magnet gets it for you. You're good to go. Now we're ready to pull that master cylinder up out of there, guys. I gotta say, that's definitely tight. This line is empty. Oh, there it goes. Good stuff. Can you guys even see in there? Probably not, huh? You got no light, Jay. Hey, there you go. Now you can see. Yeah, the master cylinder was in there. I just took a little tug and came out. Well, there we go. She is free. She is free. Cool beans. So if I'm right, there should just be maybe a little bit of seeping whenever I remove these lines, and the actual fluid won't come out too crazy unless it's depressed. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to take that rod out of there, just in case it were to push on there. I don't want it to push air back in here, even though there's going to be a crap load of air coming in here anyway whenever we start bleeding the brakes. But of course this line is going to have some fluid in it. take this AutoZone bag, put that here first, see if that can help keep it from getting on my paint. There we go. Let's move her up in here and see what we can do. So there's that, and that one's gonna go there, that one's gonna go there. Let's go ahead and try to get this hardware in place first. I might need to put like something in place to hold the wheel cylinder up. How about the old wheel cylinder? Will that fit there? Will that do the job? I don't know. This rag might do the job. This is what you do when you got just you doing jobs. All right. So that looks about good right there. I'm gonna leave you guys out here to watch that brake fluid continue to dive down. And I'm gonna try to get some hardware in there real quick. Yeah, that's the plan, Stan. Here. Actually, that seems pretty darn close right there. So let's try to thread one of these in. And like I've told you guys before, you want to make sure that you are just threading in enough, not all the way. Because remember, if you go all the way, you might run into other issues. Oh, that feels pretty good. I think I caught some threads there. Good. I think I caught some threads on that one. So that's good so far. So far, so good. The inside one's gonna be the bare, a little bit of booger. Maybe. Oh, I think you got it. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. Cool, let's run them home. I think I got that on the first try. Man, something wasn't a total pain in the butt today. That's cool. That's awesome. That actually wasn't too much of a fight. Got me a little concerned. Let's go ahead and pull this rag up out of here. I think the rear is going to be right here, and the front is going to be right here and here. Yeah, I think that's what we're looking at, guys. Let's see if we can get at least one of these lines started. A little bit more now. And just hope that we don't check up any. Let's see if we can thread that in there some. Huh? Yeah, it can drip on the ground all it wants to. Just don't jack up my paint, man. Which, yeah, it's kind of messy, so there's a good chance that that's gonna happen, but oh well. All in the name of progress. I think that's good though, man. I think I can probably get that from there. Let's see what she says. Let's see if she hollers at me, gets mad at me. Try running this down in there. Cool, there's 2 lines on. 1 line to go. Let's go ahead and back out a little bit because this next line is gonna be with the steel braided line. So a little more involved. And then we gotta go ahead and put the clip on and stuff. All right, cool. So we gotta go ahead and grab the steel braided line and one of these clips to go over here and start hooking this part of it up. So the fittings on this kit come kind of loose. So we got to go ahead and tighten this up, at least at one side for now. This side, of course, goes to your new caliber right here. This side is going to the master cylinder and the new clip that's going in. We have this line, this little shorty line right here, and this little shorty line was plumbed to go into there, but now we have to get it to come from there and swing back into here, which this line needs to bend. But how much? how much does it have to bend? Which one's gonna be easier to mess with? So from here, it's gonna have to go up and then swing back. So it's gonna have to go up and then swing back. So like this. Let's see if we can get this without killing this line. We're almost there. Whenever you make it easier, like if your bends are better, it makes the connections easier. The connections are just sometimes difficult. That is probably gonna be good right there. Tighten that up some. And that is pretty darn close to centered. We'll know once we get it in here. So now we gotta push this line in. When we take it out of the line, we gotta push it through. And then try to thread it from the other side. There it goes. Cool. So now you just want to look at your line, and you're kind of wanting to check for kinks, guys, or if anything looks like it's kind of kink, because this has to be pushed in here. So squeezing these two together should take that out. If you can do that. Oh, dang it. So maybe undo this line and then try it that way. So this is gonna come through, and then I just need you to come over here a little bit. A little bit more. That actually might be it. That might be good. Oh, fighting with brake lines. Good. Let's tighten some stuff down, man. Tighten some stuff down. Where'd you go, 11 mil? There you go. Bending brake lines. Ooh, pain in the butt. 18, will you work? Yes, 18 works. Tighten up this inside. Good. Almost there, that's tight. Cool. All right, man. Holy smokes. Where's my freaking hammer at? Yeah, you can do this however you want to. I'm gonna hammer on it. Good stuff. It is time to get some soap and water in here and kind of clean this out some. For just purposes like this. Just throw some water in here first. It'll help dissolve and neutralize the stuff. The brake fluid. And then we'll get some soap in here. Kind of scrub everything down. Yeah, clean it up, scrub it down. Oh, dang it. My sponge. Ugh. Right. Oh, gosh. All right, that's about good. Probably dry it off now some. Okay, so I took the little fill I was using, the little cup I was using to cast the brake fluid from the old reservoir, and went and sprayed it out and cleaned it out pretty good. Cleaned it out so that I can go ahead and put some brake fluid in here and try to use this to top off the reservoir, which should work. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here and then try it first. And I can get this down pretty good. There we go. Good stuff. Let's top it off. We're gonna have to do this quite a few times too to get fluid in here whenever we go to fill it. Put the cap on. And cool. Very good. Look at that, guys. Good stuff. Time to take some photos and upload that to some of the stuff so you guys know what's going on, right? Yeah. Okay, guys, it's time to start setting up these these bearings. Put these bearings inside this beautiful disc brake setup we got here. So we got the disc brake, and then we have our Willwood caliber. It is caliber, my bad. Caliber. And you can kind of take a look at this and see that we have to put our little fitting in there for the caliber. I'm gonna go ahead and use probably a little bit of Loctite when I go ahead and put that in there too, just to keep it from coming out, because it doesn't go in very far. So we want to go ahead and seat in our races now. Our races on the back side and on the front side. We'll start with the back side. I'll probably have to take this down to the ground to get it to pound in there. It's going to take a little bit of effort, but right in here I'm going to run a little bit of grease. A little grease here. This is for packing bearings. A little bit of grease here, just to help the process of getting the race in here. Just a little bit of grease, nothing crazy. Just to help with the sliding down into position. Cool. That's probably about good enough. Now I also have a kit that I picked up off of Amazon. This kit right here for installing the races the correct way without using like a socket or whatever. I just thought it'd be a good idea. I didn't want to jack anything up with these brakes, considering how much they cost and how awesome they are. So this is the race for the inside here, and you can see that it kind of just goes in a little bit on its own. But if you want to make this somewhat easier, you can go ahead and stick your races in the freezer overnight, and that'll help out some. But yeah, you can see this has the two sizes I'm going to need. The installer for the inside bearing and the outside bearing. And pretty much what you're going to be doing is taking a big hammer and just whacking the crap out of this. And I'll be moving to the ground to do that because the ground don't move. It doesn't have any flex, but my workbench does. So come over here, guys. I'll go to the ground and show you what we're doing. Okay, so you want to grab a piece of wood first, because you don't want to just put these this piece of artwork on the concrete, because you're going to jack up these studs when you go to beat this thing in here. And the installer does make it quite a bit easier, but you want to pay attention to when it's going in, that you're staying nice and straight. See, it's starting to go, but it's going to take some work, some effort. Almost there. Oh, it's there. I can hear the difference. Yeah, see, seated all the way down in there, nice and good. Now we want to go ahead and do the other side. And guide it in by hand first a little ways, because it does go in pretty good. It's almost like it was made that way so that it would be in there straight. Yeah, the general engineering and design of these disc brakes is just outstanding. And that's it, man. Just like with any of these tools, guys, if you're interested in any of this stuff, the bearing packer, the bearing race installer, check out the description below. I'll have links to everything in there. This stuff is all from Amazon too, so don't forget that I am an Amazon affiliate. So if you buy anything down in the links below, I get a little bit of percentage back, and that helps out the channel and the content like this, guys. All right, well, I'll show you here in a second, because I don't know if you're going to be able to see down inside this thing or not. But the general idea is you just push down on it. You're going to push down on the packer and kind of move it back and forth as you're going. And I can already see the grease going inside of it. And that's good right there. You guys will be able to see how this works. Pretty cool. And you're going to kind of just fill it in the rest of the way and then install it. So I was telling you guys, once you pull the bearing out, it will be all greased up for you. And all you're gonna have to do is just take this grease and kind of pack it in around and just fill in the rest of the gaps. You can wear gloves if you want to protect your hands, if that's your what you would like to do. I think the grease provides a nice softness to my hands after I've used it. And then just drop it down inside, guys. And now we're good to go to install the seal. The seal, you can start it by hand in most cases. There we go. That just about almost got it all the way in right there. Outer bearing. Cool. And that's how the adapter goes on. Pretty straightforward. This kit is really not too much of a pain in the butt to install. The biggest pain in the butt is the master cylinder. Honestly, the rest of it is not so difficult. That master cylinder, yeah, that's a bear. Torque specification is good and tight. That ain't going nowhere. Go. There she is, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, that's right. Reverse threads, dummy. Now, just for y'all's note, since I got these from kind of like third hand, I went ahead and went around and checked all the hardware on here to make sure that it was tight. So when you're doing preload, you go the opposite direction, you're tightening it down. So I'm tightening this way, so you want to turn it this way. And these are kind of hard to tell where it should be because they move so well. So I'm going to go right there and then back it off. You want to back it off a little bit. And that should be good. Check for any kind of play. There is no play. Old school, man, old school. Good to go. I'll hit this a couple times. Let's get our clip on here. Good. All right. So let's go ahead and get this on here. I'm just gonna show you guys what I was talking about with this here. When you go to put this fitting in here, you can see the piston inside of there is not very far down in there. Actually, if I turn this upside down, it hits that. So this is where you want to pay attention to how far you go in with the actual fitting. So let's take the 15 mil and I'm going to smooth it around. These pistons are really easy to push by hand. So you just push it back to where it needs to go. But that's good right there. So I was telling you guys, normally with these washers, they would be able to provide you any kind of spacing that you might need to center up the caliper with a rotor. If you look at it, I have a little bit of white paint on here to help so you can see it. But if you take it and you put it flush against it, it is just about center. And it looks like it's the same way on this side too. So we're gonna go ahead and just do it the way I did on the other side. I used the two golden washers, and then it was good to go. And put a little bit of Loctite up on here, not too much, just a little bit. That's it. Do a last little crank. Good. Now the bottom one. You want to hold this while you're tightening that up because it'll move on you. And that's 11 mil. So hold you. Good. Goody goody. All right, so to put our little pads in here, which they're pretty tiny little pads for the rotor, but it's pretty amazing that changing out two rotors makes such a huge difference when it comes to your braking power, because you have a clamping force versus this pushing outward, and it's always harder to push outward than it is to clamp down on something like this. So to replace your pads, all you got to do is lift up this little clip here. You're gonna just pop it out of there, and it'll come out enough so that you can put your pads in here. And your pads, it's pretty cool. They just push right in. Just like us. Ooh, that's too far. Too far. Way too far. What happens is this pin rides through them. So you'll see here in a second. I gotta pull this out a little bit. And it'll go right through these little holes. You gotta lift this pin back up again. It needs to go up over top of that, just like that. And same way over here. There we go. That's it. And now it's time to bleed some brakes, but that's pretty awesome. All right, guys, we're about finished up. We got the brakes all on. They bled like super fast, and if you can see in there, it's kind of flashing a little bit, but I need to top off the reservoir. It's a little low. Yeah, I got these lights, but they're the wrong type, I guess, and they caused some flicker in the video. So they are all installed. I just had to go through real quick and just clean them off one more time with some brake cleaner on both sides. Let me show you the other side again. Yeah, I'm super stoked because they bled really fast. And I'll talk to you guys real quick about what I did to bleed the brakes, because maybe that had something to do with it on how they bled so quick. And maybe it'll be something you guys can use too whenever you do your brake upgrade. Also, I added in the back, like I told you guys, that's why she's up in all corners, because I went ahead and added the steel braided lines in the back from CB Performance. The older ones there, I didn't know how long they'd been there, so I thought it was a good time to go ahead and replace those, and I did that on both sides. Let's go to the other side real quick. You can see this side better. I got the light back here. All right, cool. Doop doo 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 doo. Time to get you on the ground, baby.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit too.
All right, guys, that is gonna do it. We got it on the ground. I gotta go do a test drive, but that is about it for today. Don't forget, if you saw any of the tools or anything like that you like in the video, check out the description below. To all my subscribers, thank you very much. We keep growing. That's because of you guys. Wouldn't be here without you. The bad brakes, gonna go test them. Gonna go see how they handle. I'm guessing they're gonna be great. I'll come back to you guys in the next video and give you an update on that and what I think and how they felt and stuff like that. So, once again, guys, thank you so much. This is Jason from JWClassicVW, and I hope you enjoyed this video on AirKewld's bad brake system. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Take a step